That's funny.
All right. Well, everyone ready for some Call of Cthulhu fun?
Yeehaw.
Fun. Till Daddy takes my sanity away.
Yeah.
Where's that at, by the way?
Fun fact, Google Maps lists it as Gulf of Mexico, in parentheses, Gulf of America.
Smart. They know it'll be changed back.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your sanity at right now?
That is a good question. Sanity 37 out of 45.
Oh, that's so low. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Okay, and we almost had our first major wound last session. Wade took 4 hit points and not 5.
5 would have been major.
5 would have been major and would have been interesting. 4 is still going to take you a while to heal from.
Oh,
but you at least got. I think we healed 1 back because I think I rolled pretty good for Frank. All right.
Go, Frank.
Yeah, he's been rolling not terrible lately. For me, anyway.
That helps me.
Sure does. Okay, so we picked up as Frank met the rest of the group on the main road where the snow ended and the depression of the grass in the shape of the chain was. He informed the group that Leif was going to stay in Valsey to help keep them all calm after losing both their leader and their church. He gave instructions for the group to keep investigating and to be home within a week to report. So as the snow started to melt, you took your heading and trotted ahead. Along the way, the boy and Skelli had another chat about what's going on, and she prodded him some more about both his past and how he met Father Adam. The boy's father, who you all learned was someone important to the East and had a little bit of money, and for some reason needed to get him sent away to learn and grow as a proper Christian. Father Adam was brought forth to help train him and to spread the word of God to the Viking heathens of Greenland. Skelli also put it together that this 10-year-old was Danish, and the rest of the group just assumed he was some noble's bastard and wanted him out of his sight. So as the sun went down, it was time to start getting camp ready. Skelli went over, took a little closer look at the depression in the grass in the shape of the chain that you had been following, and it seemed to 1 minute be there and then not there the next. You all then watched as she walked over, placed her hand on the ground, and disappeared as the depression also vanished, and then it went back to normal grass. She was gone a full 15 minutes before showing back up, with snow covered all over her. She said she was in a huge forest with birds, wildlife, and a snowstorm. And where the path that you had been following here, there was also a path through the forest where the chain had destroyed all the trees also. Genya then remembered the vision that she and the boy were given when they found the roots of Yggdrasil, and that it was not only an immense sacred tree in Norse cosmology, all around it also existed the 9 worlds, and maybe the gods had one of those here, and maybe it's failing. That was then all put aside as night hit and the tents were set up, and a haunting fog rolled in with a chill wind that brought about a noise that chilled most of you to the core. It was like an echo of some sort of growl or scream, and it felt like it came from all around you. It lasted for a full 20 minutes before you all went silent. So everyone huddled closer to the fire with weapons drawn, and Aronson just shook his head at the rest, acting like scared children rather than adult Vikings. Then, of course, a lovely blizzard hit, blanketing the area in snow. Day 2 found you all traveling through the snow and fog towards hopefully the correct direction, as you couldn't really see more than 10 feet in front of you. Genya was pretty sure you were on the correct heading, with her brother beside her, and after a few hours when the fog finally lifted and the mountains were still days ahead of you, you all felt the ground shift, the snow turn into meltwater, and a huge jagged trench appear from all around you and the horses. Aronson and his horse went in with both Frank's and Bjorn's horses. Skelli and the boy were able to get the cart stopped in time, and Genya and her brother and Frank all dove clear. Aronson was crushed by his horse, and as he hit the now flowing water, you all rushed in to save him. Bjorn and Frank were able to get close and hold on while the boy tossed a rope into the water and tied one end of it to Frank. Genya tossed her net on top of both Frank and Bjorn to help pull him out. Skelli saw some sort of creature, though, that looked like a dead reindeer stuck on a rock with a broken spear in its skull. Then hopped on another rock in case Aronson broke free of his horse. After what seemed hours, he was pulled free, but was soaked to the bone, and after being prodded by Frank, told him he's lucky to be alive. Broken ribs, a fractured arm, a few broken toes, and a heck of a headache, but alive. So with him not being in the best of shape to travel, it was time to set camp yet again. You then looked over the creature that you'd found, and it had claws for hands, and its teeth were sharp. Bjorn then pulled the spear free to look at it, and after much discussion, Aronson realized that the spear was for hunting polar bears, and that a few years back he made around 20 of them for one of the northwestern settlements. The other 2 horses were finally rescued, and everyone went to sleep early in hopes that a long rest would put the last few days aside and the gods would leave you the fuck alone. Come morning, the water in the trench started to boil, as a heat wave suddenly hit, as if hell herself, or hell itself, both came and turned this place into a flowing river, which after an hour turned the whole area into mud. As you all stared again in awe at what had just transpired, you noticed tracks in the mud. Reindeer tracks. The next 4 hours, you all followed the tracks until 3 more sets joined it, and you found the other half of the broken spear. As you looked around, a campfire was spotted in the distance, so with weapons drawn and a battle cry shouted, you all rushed forth, because that's what you do. So, I believe it's close to around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, as you all see a fire in the distance, and you all start running forth.
Above
Would you
table,
like to-
can I just be informed why we decided to go in aggressively to this strange fire, the campsite?
Well, mainly because of the past events, you found a creature that you don't know exactly what it is. And then you found more footprints, and you honestly weren't too... I don't think the group was too sure what was going on, but they were just really amped up for the most part, and not really
Fair
thinking
enough.
correctly.
All good.
And a little insane. Just a little. So, you guys are charging in. What do you want to do? You have about 400 feet in front of you before you get to the camp. Or you just charge it in?
Are we certain violence is the answer here?
We had figured out too, those tracks that we saw were going this way, and eventually, like,
Yes.
they turned like human, right? Like,
Yeah, sorry, that's right. The reindeer tracks, the creature, the tracks you were following turned into human footprints. And then you also found 3 more sets of tracks that were definitely people in boots. So you were following those tracks back to the camp.
Yeah, because I feel like the haste was partially because we were assuming that whatever that giant creature was supposed to be. There might be more, and they were supposed to be like super hard to kill. So we're thinking that by them turning into like human prints, like, is there a shapeshifter person in this camp? And like, we're trying to get there before they come at us.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, Frank would be at the back because he's the not violent sort of person. His job is to help rather than fight where possible. So he'll definitely be at the back of the running group.
Yeah, perfect. Can I please have from everyone? We are going to do a lovely horse riding roll, please.
Oh, no.
I know.
Does everyone have a horse at this point?
You lost one, but that was Aronson's horse, who's now in the back of the cart.
Part, okay.
Do you still want to roll for Aronson, or is he just going to sit?
No, I think that you're going to be fine as long as they don't roll a critical fail on the horse, the ride horse, to see if you hit a nice bump. Because you are kind of extremely sore.
I got a hard success with a 10 under 20.
Ooh.
I got a 7, but it's still a failure.
Okay, that's fine. It's not a big failure.
I got a big failure. 86 over 5.
An 86 over 5. The boy.
I got a 65. I got a 65 over 25.
Okay. So remember, you're in mud. So you're not going as great as you want, but there was no main over 90s. Genya, you are doing not terrible. You and Frank seem to be doing pretty good. Your brother's kind of catching up, doing okay. The cart gets stuck in the mud. I rolled an 84 for the boy. So as soon as you and the boy try to get this horse going, the weight of having Aronson in the back just kind of, makes the cart go, I ain't moving. The rest of you, I will take a lovely spot hidden. Actually, not spot hidden. Let's do a spot hidden to see if you notice under the corner of your eye that the cart behind you stopped as you guys start charging forward.
Oh, success. I got a regular success.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed. I'm in rage mode. I'm ready to smash.
You're in rage mode. Perfect.
Oh my God! Another. No. You know what? I got a 13 under 25. I'm going to spend 1 luck to make that a hard success.
You don't need to. It's just to see a cart.
Well, okay. Then I got a regular success.
Okay. You notice it, but you also notice that your sister's in rage mode. So, would you like to go with your sister, or stop and help the cart?
No, I would think I would continue with my sister.
Okay, Frank. You notice the cart get covered and stop. Are you going to help the cart or charge forth with the?
I really am struggling to decide what Frank would do, so I'll let the dice decide. I'm going to say 1 to 75. He's going to continue forward. 76 and higher. He's going to stay back.
Perfect.
Ooh, it's okay. First number's a 7. Let's see. 78. He's staying back.
I love that it wasn't like 50-50, that it was...
I tried to sway towards going in the fight. I'm like, I'll let the dice decide, but I want to wait it a little bit, but I guess they've decided.
Perfect. All right. Genya and Bjorn, as you both immediately charge forth, and you pick up speed, weapons drawn, in the distance you see, well, I'll move you maps. You see around a fire, 8 large tents. These things are massive. You see hoof prints all around. This place is mostly mud too. There's a lot more prints and around where you are than there probably should be. And all around the camp you see mounds of just loose dirt and rock. And you do see 3 people huddled around a fire cooking what looks to be some sort of lunch. But they definitely hear you all coming, and they just raise their hands up.
I have questions.
I'm really trying to decide if she would stop.
Let the dice decide.
I think Bjorn. Well, I think Bjorn seeing them raise their hand. Now they don't have weapons in these hands, right? They're just
They're in the
open
middle
palm.
of cooking. Yeah.
Okay. I think with that, Bjorn would grab, be right alongside his sister, grab her reins, pull them both back, and try to stop.
Okay. So you're going to try and reach out for your sister's horse as you're both galloping in the mud.
I thought you said grab her by her braids. I was like, you're grabbing
I thought that too. I heard that too, for sure.
That's what I heard too, but I assume the reins
No.
or something.
Reins.
Okay. All right. So first I want a ride horse with disadvantage from you, and then an animal handling to see if you can get close enough.
Okay. Damn. That would have been a super success, but no, it's a 35 over 20 for the horse.
Okay. You keep trying to get close, but your sister's just outpacing you a little bit. You can't get close enough. As the two of you get close, though, you do definitely see an older gentleman, probably someone like in their 50s, one in their 60s, and someone that's probably not too much older than the boy. Two of them immediately, as soon as you guys start coming in, though, one runs into the tent. The other two just kind of like look around and huddle together behind the fire. And one goes inside the tent. They're both just going up, and you can hear them try and yell something, but you guys are coming in pretty hot. Those of you that are stuck in the mud, what would you like to do?
Skelly's going to yell at Aronson and be like, "Why are you so fat? Why are you holding down our thing? Now our cart's stuck."
Well, I don't think they can really control it either way. Let's get the cart out so we can catch up to the others.
Boy.
You're getting an insulted look from Aronson because he is small.
Yes.
Yeah, it was more
The size of 40.
Yeah, it was more of an ironic comment, and
the boy just kind of goes, "Fine," hops out in the mud, grabs like a little shovel, and just starts moving the mud around the tire. The wheel, I should say. Frank, why don't you just, grab a rope and tie it to the horse up front and see if you can help pull. We just hit some rocks, that's all it is.
Okay, will do. I don't need to roll anything to do that, do I?
No, but
Good.
this is going to take like at least probably 5 minutes to get the cart unstuck in the mud. While that's happening, Bjorn and Genya, you immediately come up to this campsite. Can I please just have you give me a... Well, I'll let you. What would you like to roll to see what's going on here? I wish there was like an actual perception roll.
Yeah.
Instead of spot hidden all the time. I'll take either natural world or a straight intelligence or spot hidden.
All right, I'm going to do intelligence because... Yeah, like... I basically want to know if she would clock, hey, they're just sitting here chilling, or like she's expecting an attack.
Yeah, like the other thing that should be on here is like investigation, and I don't see it
Right.
because it's
Yeah,
because
there
it's
really
Dark
should be.
Ages. Because it's Dark Ages, there is no investigation. Most of the time you use just education or intelligence.
I'm going to do the same.
I got a hard success, so I think she would come
good.
in hot with her weapon raised, but then like stop, but still have her weapon raised like at the ready. But she's not gonna bowl anybody over.
Okay.
Good, because Bjorn got a 74 over 45.
While your brother is trying to get you to stop, and for some reason, you notice there's a pile of extra, like betting weapons, gear stashed in a corner. Most of these tents are shredded, and all around you are what you would know to be funeral burials and pyres.
Oh shit. Did I say hard success? I meant extreme success. I don't remember what I said.
You get pretty much the same.
Okay.
The two in front of you look haggard, worn, and currently really not in the best shape to fight.
Wow, we'd be intimidated if Hagrid was there.
Yep.
Okay, so she rolls in and stops, and then I guess at this point, was I ahead of Bjorn?
By a little bit, probably only like maybe 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you'll see Genya just stop and clock all this, and if you start to pass me, I'm going to reach out and try to grab your reins.
I think even if it's just a little bit, Bjorn was trying to get you to stop, so he was kind of slowing down.
Okay.
And he missed, so he would be behind you, stopping anyway.
Okay.
So if he sees you stop, he will definitely stop right next to you.
Okay, so then I'm gonna point out all of these, the funeral mounds and how rough they're looking. Like, brother, look, I don't think these are necessarily the people we thought they were.
You then realize that the rest of your companions are not behind you.
Where is everyone? We must have gone faster than I thought. I'll catch up eventually.
Yeah.
We might.
Yeah, I don't need to get you guys to roll. It's just you're going to be like 5 minutes behind. So, is there anything you guys want to do in the back to try and speed this on the way?
Aronson shout unhelpful instructions.
Okay. That's still helping. That'll make the boy dig a little faster.
And I'm just getting the horses to try and pull a bit harder and whack them on the butt and stuff.
Okay. All right. So while you guys are all doing that, Genya and Bjorn, in front of you, you just have two older Vikings just slowly come up and... Oh! Sorry, you caught us at a bad moment. I don't suppose any of you have been bitten by anything lately?
Bitten? No. Have you been bitten?
Hey.
Where'd you all come from?
Is that a no? Oh, I'm not there.
You're not there.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore the guy and look back at Bjorn. It's like, I don't like that he didn't answer that question. But I'm saying it loud enough for him to hear.
No, we haven't been bitten. Sorry, there's a lot of weird things going around here. Just didn't know, like to know who you are. And one of them just kind of points out and, so what these guys look like. One of them he's a very, kind of like a big bugger, bear-like strong. He's definitely in like hide armor. He's got scars everywhere.
It's
poison, blonde hair though. Definitely braided, but definitely like most of everything he's wearing is like just shredded. The other one, the less older gentleman, is currently what's he got? He's quite muscular, also. Good, well, you're Vikings. Red hair, blue eyes. He does have kind of hidden behind him, you guys would notice, is a massive great axe. And this one's still in mostly put together leather armor. And as you guys get closer, the other boy comes out. Definitely maybe pushing 16 years old. He's got a bow and arrow in his hand, and it looks like he just quickly put on some crappy leather armor.
2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be investigating their feet, like while I'm talking to them, just looking at their feet to see if any of them look similar to the size of the human print that the reindeer prints turned into, and also if they're shredded armor, shredded clothes, do they look like they've been attacked, or do, like, Jenny's imagining they're shapeshifters here, so like does it look like they've been attacked, or like they grew bigger than their clothes and their clothes ripped?
Okay. That's a little bit specific, so I would love let me see. Let's do a spot hidden to see something. And either actually give me a track roll also for the tracks. Yeah.
Okay, so spot hidden. I dropped my dice on the floor. Okay, my dice fell on the floor. Okay. Spot hidden is a fail. That's a 86 over 64.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And track. God is worse. That's a 99.
That's a 99.
Whoa.
There's too many tracks.
Yeah. Okay.
This whole place looks... But you're smart enough to know what armor looks like after combat. They've definitely seen something.
Okay.
Like, the tents are torn to shreds, most of them.
The tents are too. Okay.
This camp itself kind of looks like it should hold 25, 30 people easily. Bjorn, can you give me a just straight education or intelligence? For Abe. Sorry.
Sorry, I was muted. That is an extreme success. I got a 2 under 50.
A 2 under 50. Okay. You would definitely be able to make out that these people have definitely been in some sort of combat. Looking around, there's definitely... They've buried some companions. Most of them look like they've been burned, but off to the side, you do see that there's like 8 or 9 horses, and there's only 3 of these guys.
I think Bjorn would walk up to who he thinks is the elder, the leader, the older guy, and what happened here?
He's just going to look at the 2 of you. The main one kind of looks at you, looks at the other 2. That's a long story. If you want to put your horses with the rest,
have we
pull
caught
up
up
a
yet?
log. I'm good with saying about now. You're almost there, yeah? Well, at least you're not coming to finish us off. That is good.
My apologies for the aggressiveness.
It's okay. We do the same thing.
We encountered some strangeness, and we thought this camp might have been a part of it. I see now that you were a victim of it, like we were.
Where'd you come from? Where else got hit? We've never come across a creature like this before.
I forget the name of the village.
Valsy. That's where you came
Valsy.
from, was Valsy.
Yes, we were heading from Valsy and came across a scene of devastation a while back.
They kind of look at each other. It can't have been that quick. There's only one left. That was just yesterday. Couldn't have got there that quick. They went north. They kind of look at each other.
What was it?
One of them just kind of like plops down. You can see he's like bleeding a little from the corner. He's been trying to hide it.
Does Frank see that? Because if he does, he'd want to rush over and try and help. I'm
good with the rest of you showing up by now. Then take a look around. You guys find it. Notice what's going on here.
I'm a medic. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a look at that and try and help you out.
The other one just kind of smiles and nods. And he just goes, I've heard that voice. Frank! One person you guys would know, he's from Leif. He's the one who has been keeping kind of quiet. This is Keitel Thorfinson. He is from Leif, so he's from where you guys are. He is one of the main trackers and hunters, and he specializes in teaching the young how to hunt.
Keitel, you rascal, what you doing so far away from home?
Well, actually, I'm a lot closer to home than we used to be. We've been gone, about 3 weeks now. That's a long story, my friend, but I'm glad you're here. I'm told that your knives are quite good at many things.
I will let me help you guys out. I'll check you all over and see if there's anything I can do.
There's nothing you can do for me. We've tried. But Einar here, if you can help Einar. The older gentleman just kind of like, he's pushing over 60, maybe 65-ish. Definitely turning mostly white instead of gray now. Most of his clothing are pretty tattered, but it doesn't look like he's been touched too much. But he does have what you would know to be a piece of a spear still in his side currently.
Oh, shit.
Well, I just got a hard success on first aid for him.
Ooh. Okay. It's in quite deep. This is going to hurt coming out and bleed like a son of a bitch.
Genya, Bjorn, come over here. I'm going to need you to help me as I pull this out. It's going to hurt like a bastard. I need you to push this cloth against it as hard as you can to stem the bleeding.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want something to bite down on? And she'll pull out like a hilt of a dagger or something that's wrapped in leather.
He's just going to look and point to like a couple more scars. This one's nothing. Get on with it.
And Frank yanks it out without giving him a 1, 2, 3.
Okay. He screams in bloody pain. Let me go to the con. Okay, that's actually pretty good. He rolls a 3 on his con save. He immediately takes a deep breath, and you definitely, thankfully, don't hear any gurgling. So it didn't puncture a lung. Give me a standard medicine roll to see if you can tell how bad it is.
Oh, I barely succeed.
Okay. This isn't the type of wound that you want to stitch. There's a good thing there's a fire going.
Well, in that case, I would immediately, get sterilize some stuff with some fire, and be ready. Get them to keep holding him while I do some work.
Okay. As he does that, the young one comes up and kind of looks at the boy. Aren't you a little young to be out here, lad? The boy just stares at him. Goes, nope, I've probably killed more than you. Then he just goes back to watching Frank. The other one just kind of goes, right. Sure you have there, lad. In your dreams, maybe. The name's Leif, if any of you care.
No, not really.
Damn.
I might care in different circumstances. Busy to care at the moment.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyone's hungry? I'm gonna put some
Always.
food on. All right, I'll make everyone lunch.
Do you need help?
You'll see you see a hand poking out the cart.
Who are you? Why are you in the cart? Did you get bit?
No, the horse fell on me.
Well, that does happen. And goes back to making food.
Jenny will offer to help him cook if he needs help.
Okay, perfect. It's mostly you would be able to tell these guys have a lot of meat. Like quite a bit of meat. It's pretty much like all in one little area. But they've done like quite well. It's almost like they started hunting and knew most things were going to go bad before they could get it back, and started to like salt what they could here. So they have a lot of equipment for salting and tanning. You guys would almost immediately be able to tell this is like one of the main. It's kind of like a hunting camp. But it's one of those hunting camps where people stay at for like months at a time during like the early spring, late winter. They're usually here for 2 to 3 months at a time, and then they bring everything back. So they are they have everything they need here. Most of it still looks intact, but it does look like they've been quite attacked by a lot. Like you're seeing tons of hoof prints from horses and reindeer as you guys start looking around. Like dozens. But within 5 minutes, you cauterize the wound, do as best you can, and just give me one lovely first aid roll to see how well you do.
That is a hard success.
Okay, hard success will give him at least a hit point back and stop the bleeding. And what's his constitution at? Okay, I rolled a 54 under 70. So that's gonna help him get through the night. Perfect. He just gives you a nod of thanks.
Well, if he's stabilized, I still would insist on checking the other two for anything as well.
Leif there's okay. Ketel's pretty much just going to look at you and go, Frank, what I got you can't cure. I don't know what it is.
I would want to check him very carefully then for any sign of black.
Okay. Einar just sits down and goes, I got a story for all of you. You might want to sit down for this one. I don't think what you guys have been coming across is the same as ours. If it is, though, please stop me. And Heidel kind of looks like... He kind of like looks at you, Frank, and goes, I'll show you in a sec. Maybe the story will give you a little context. Einar sits down, food starts bringing out, and they actually have like warm cider. 3 moons ago, as I sat close to the fire, closer than I meant to, and I could not stop looking looking into it as I spoke. I'd gone too far north, searching for game, and I saw a thin trail of smoke rising from a hollow of black stone. I thought it might be other hunters, so I crept closer, slow and quiet. What I found was no camp of any people I knew. There were figures, thin, wrapped in loose skins, standing in a circle around a stone. It's the same stone we all use to harvest our kills on. But they were using it like an altar. Their voices rose in a low chant that pressed into my skull. Wrong in a way no prayer should be. I am a newly devout Christian, as we all here are, and we've learned a little Latin. But this was not Latin or Old Norse. This was savage, almost like listening to an animal trying to speak our language. It was the language of those native to this land. The Skrullings. The Inuit, pretty much. But these were Norsemen, 3, and 1 woman who was doing the chanting. And while 2 of the men put the third upon the stone, she struck. She started carving runes upon its chest and head, and then down the arms and legs, while the other 2 forced raw, rotting meat into its mouth. And I saw one of them cut his own flesh from his arm and put it between the man's teeth. Then the man began to change. I saw it with mine own eyes. His body stretched, bones pushing against his skin, and his limbs grew too long and thin. His fingers split into claws, and his eyes sank deep into his skull, but burned not with pale light. When the chanting stopped, everything went silent. The thing that had been a man sat up slowly, and the others stepped back, as though they had made something they did not understand. And then it moved, faster than anything I'd ever seen. It fell on them and tore the 2 men apart in the snow. Not a beast like hunting. Worse, like something that could never be filled. It then tried to jump on the woman, but she held up a knife with her hand with a knife and showed it to this devil, and then opened up her fur cloak to reveal her bare chest, covered in blood. Something then screamed from her chest and hit that creature hard and fast. Then it kneeled to her. She nodded, then covered herself up and headed northeast. When she was gone, it stood there alone, covered in blood that steamed in the cold. Then it turned its head and looked straight at me. I swear to you, I had not made a sound, but it knew I was there. And for a moment, I saw something in its eyes. Not a beast or devil, but a man, trapped, screaming. And then it was gone, vanishing into the white as it had always belonged there. I did not follow. I will not follow. Call it what you want, but I tell you this. What I saw was no creature of outer world, only hunger given form. Now, hunger like that does not die. It waits. The 2 dead on the ground then started to twitch, then change into the same creature, but smaller than it by a few feet. And then antlers started to come out of its head. That is when I ran. 2 nights ago, the wind took a chill like it was dead of winter, and as the fog settled all around us, they struck. They took down 6 of us before we knew what hit us. We managed to hit them a few times and got a spear into one of its skull before it took off. As we started to find the dead and help the wounded, all we found was black ichor instead of blood. And those that were wounded started to scream, and their fingers split into claws, and their eyes sank deep into their skull, and antlers sprouted forth. Of the 21 of us, we 3 are what's left. We have accounted for 18 dead, but we can't find the one that ran away with my spear in its skull, and 1 other got away. Whatever that
you
creature...
said 20. You said 21, but and plus 18 dead, 3 of you. That's 21.
Plus the 3 that were originally turned. 1 went with the old lady. 1 put you. 1 is the one you guys found. There's still 1 left.
Aye. Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay. Whatever the creature is might still be out there hunting us. It came with the wind, so we are calling it a windwalker. The old woman did say 1 word, though, that I understood when she held the knife high. Wendigo. Leif, the little boy who was cooking, just kind of then says, well, it was only those that were bitten that were turned, which is why we asked. Its claws still tore you apart, but they were so cold that your blood froze instantly. Idol lifts up his shirt. You see his stomach, but you see a claw mark across his belly. And instead of black, you see pure blue, almost like it's fully frozen or frostbitten. But it's pure crystal ice. You can see right into his belly, where the claws are. He'll wrap his hand on it a few times. Hard as ice, cold as ice. But I feel fine. We also found... Sorry.
Could I roll an occult or anything on that?
If you want to give me a medicine roll first, just to see if you can figure out what it is, if it's just like a piece of ice stuck in him.
Okay, regular success on medicine.
Okay, this is not natural, sir, so I'll take an occult roll.
Okay.
We also found out the hard way.
Regular success on that.
Okay. That after something has had its brain smashed in, you must remove the heart and burn it so that it stays dead, or it comes back the next day. So, there's still one out there that we cannot find. And the one that we stuck a spear through its head, we don't know where it went either. We tried to track it, but then the snow hit.
Bjorn, is this the spear? And hands him the broken spear.
Ah, you've seen one of the creatures then, yes? Was it dead?
It was.
But do we need to get back and make sure it's dead then?
You guys would have known that this creature, if it was coming back to life, it would have probably already done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your occult roll, something has fused ice into him, and that's his new skin, sir.
Not something I can in any way fix, it sounds like.
You wouldn't really know where to start, and you're at the point where you don't know if he gets warm, if it'll melt, and he will die.
Mm-hmm.
And it's slowly spreading.
Well, since you seem to be alive, would you... I noticed that you're all wearing some armor and stuff that's a bit battered. Would you like me to spend some time while we're talking to try and fix it? I'm quite good at that.
He's going to point to the pile. We did loot all of our friends and colleagues. We just haven't had time to rest. Whatever this was, we just have not slept since it attacked. These guys look ragged.
Then let us take a watch so you may get some rest and recover.
Are all the tents ripped up, or just some of them?
There's a couple that are serviceable, yes. They look like they hold at least 4 or 5 people each. But just lack of... There's 3 of them left. They are running on empty.
Again, let us take a watch so you may rest.
The old one on Einer's just going to go, I know you're Frank. Who are the rest of you?
The name is Bjorn Valaar.
Bjorn? My father was Bjorn.
And so is he. And he points back at the other Bjorn.
Another wave from the cart.
He looks a little sore. Could do with a rest too, I see.
Yes.
And I am his sister. I'm Genya. Sorry for coming in so aggressively, but we weren't sure what we were dealing with.
I'm glad you did, Les. The boy's just gonna go, I'm no one important. He just nods.
And Skelly does the same thing.
Hey, well, feel free to look around. Art, whatever you gotta do. Einar pretty much just like gives Frank another little pat, grabs a little chunk of meat, goes into a tent, and within seconds he's passed out.
Well, Frank will take a first watch, and he's going to look through the pile of armor and stuff like that and see whatever the best condition ones are and start trying to fiddle with them to improve them to try and help these guys out a bit.
Okay. He can all give probably. Did you want to stay in the cart, Aronson, or did you want to come out?
If he's got a few broken ribs, I imagine walking's painful.
Probably.
So the second they've all gone off to start like talking, he's tried a few times and realized, no, this sucks.
Okay.
So if Frank's doing it within eyesight of the cart, he'll say something.
Probably.
If not,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Bjorn would actually bring the cart closer to the fire, and
as
then
much as it could. Okay.
Yeah, and then take the unrein the horses and put them with the others.
Okay. Yeah, there's lots of horses here that are pretty much just like wandering around. They're not tied up or anything. They're just eating what they can find.
Genya would like to start walking up. Sorry.
No, just would you want me to have a go at that, Frank? I think there's some thread somewhere in here.
I'll definitely have a go at that. I've just rolled a 17 under 55 for craft.
Okay. If you want the help from Aronson, I'll take a blacksmithing roll from you to see what you can get done.
I assume this would be more repair/devise.
Oh, sorry, right. Repair. Thank you. I should bring out my character.
It's not as good as my blacksmithing, but it makes
repair.
more sense.
Correct.
Oh, I didn't even see that was an option. Okay, well, on repair, I got a 17 under 20 in that case, so not craft.
Okay. Then make sure you mark it off for the next time we level.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
God's sake. 77 over 70.
77 over 70.
God
yeah, you're still a little. You probably got a couple extra broken fingers there too that aren't really helping. Yeah, you're a little worse than you thought.
When he picks himself with a needle 5 times, he goes, "No, fuck this."
Frank, you would also notice that Keitel seems fine. He's not sweating, and he's like right beside the fire. And you'd even be able to tell, like, his skin is, like, he looks frostbitten.
Keitel, I think you need to have a rest, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. I want to keep you nearby, and I'm going to keep a close eye on you, because if you suddenly turn into some ice version of one of these monsters, we'll be putting you down fast for our good and for your own.
He's going to pat the axe that he has. I planned on doing that to myself just in case. That's why I've kept this close. So far, I'm doing okay, considering. All I can say is if we get another one of those creatures, run or shoot it from afar. Close combat is not the best right now. If you can hit it in the head, we learned the best, take out its feet. If you can get off the feet, it crawls pretty quick. Skull's not as thick as it should be. It's more of a run and hack and slash. It's boring the way to fight, but it's what you do.
Surviving is the only way to fight.
Yes, well. That's all we've been doing for the last 2 days. You guys would realize his timeline and let's do it the easy way. Everyone give me a education roll, please.
Another extreme success with a 2 under 50.
Nice.
I got a hardship.
Well, how about a 7 under 76?
Ooh.
You guys are doing good. When you need to roll, you're pretty good.
I got a regular success.
Okay, I'll roll for the boy. Yeah, okay. He's in the middle of helping and looking around. An 85 for him didn't help. Okay. Timeline-wise, he said 3 moons ago. 3 moons ago, for you guys, is when you all saw the weird shit happen in the sky. No,
Yeah, that
sorry.
makes sense. It lines
that would
up.
Be...
That lined up with the
No.
snow.
Sorry, 3 nights ago. You are technically on night 2 since you left. So your 3 nights ago was when you all killed the priestess in the barn.
Mhm.
And when you opened the doors and that thing came out, that is when this happened for him.
Well, make up your mind because you said 3 moons and now you said 3 nights.
Same thing.
Definitely not the same thing. 3 moons is like 70,
like 3 months.
70 something days.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. 3 nights. I wrote moons, but it's 3 nights. It's like the same moon every night. It's just three nights. Yeah. And you guys would also be able to realize you do know you're still missing. You have never found Solvig the Root Witch. And she had 4 thralls with her when you guys left the farm. And you did find 1 dead. So whatever she's been doing since she left the farm, she turned the 3 thralls into these creatures. And now she has 1 still with her.
Mm-hmm.
And he did say they were heading northeast, which is the direction you guys were heading.
Radio. So do we need how many rolls for taking watch overnight?
Well, it's currently only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's up to you guys. Yeah, these 3 finally settle down. It's still going to take a while. Keitel doesn't really seem like he's ready to sleep, but he still lays down, starts fidgeting every now and then. Leif pretty much just cooks, looks at everybody and says, do whatever you need to. Just try not to break anything.
While they're working on the armor, Genya would want to make a perimeter, just start walking around all of these tents and inspecting the tents, trying to gather as much as she can of how, if it's possible, how these things are attacking.
Okay.
Wait. She's trying to study a fighting style by looking at the damage.
Okay. Let's do probably another. This would be either knowledge world or education.
Okay. Good grief, I even switched my dice. It's a 79 over 55.
Okay. There's a lot of tracks. It's extremely hard to tell. This looks like someone came in with 5 or 6 times the number of these people and just tore this place apart.
Yeah, okay.
It's hard to tell, but most of it looks like either claws or weapons. Mostly weapons.
Is there... So, are the tents and everything all torn apart, or is there anything inside the tent still?
Most of them have been just like the belongings of all the people that are now dead are just piled. So you have like swords, arrows, bows, anything that you guys need to restock on, they have here. Some of it's broken, some of it's snapped, some of it's still in good condition. Most of it are all covered in blood. And you'd also know spots where black ichor had hit and just like rotted away whatever was there. So going through this pile, you might need to be careful to just in case there's any still fresh blood, but there's probably not by now. It has been cold, but you did have quite a bit of heat recently, and now you're like hitting like 20 degrees, or for you guys be like 90. It got hot. And it's still hot.
It's very cold or very hot.
So it looks like it's people and creatures that did the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's not any like. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's almost as if the creatures also had weapons.
Oh, okay.
But there's not any like Skelli was mostly looking to see if she could see or find any like suspicious belongings or
okay,
like something.
I'll take spot hidden for that then, please. You would also notice where they've whatever wood they had, they don't really have a lot left here, but there's still a small pile. They did burn all the creatures that turned into what they're calling windwalkers. So there's at least a pile of 7 or 8 of them that have been burned. You would notice that too.
Skelli got a hard success, close to an extreme success.
Okay. There's definitely a lot of personal stuff here, and a lot of it is not really things that you would see from home. There's definitely things from other settlements. Like, you've never seen Einar, Einar and Leif didn't tell you exactly where they're from. Keitel's the only one from where you guys are from. But you'd be able to tell, like, the stitching's different, everything's different. It's just a lot of them have almost everything here, though, is Christian. You would definitely have, like, a bunch of crosses. You definitely notice that all these people are mostly Christian. Definitely with that spot hidden.
Okay. I mean, old mate did say that.
Yep.
Is there any abandoned alcohol?
Alcohol. I will take a spot hidden from you, please, for the alcohol.
Ooh, that's a 2. Or 19 under 55, so 32 would be. 64. Good God, numbers are hard. 19 under 64. Woo!
That was a lot of numbers that don't make
a lot of numbers, but it was.
Yeah, that was a long journey.
Okay, I'm gonna say alcohol for these guys is not. That's more of a. They save it for a good hunt. Usually hunters don't take a lot of alcohol because it'll be gone and it just like. I'm gonna say you find probably 2 serviceable skins of really, really cheap wine.
She'll take it.
But that's it. There's not
She's
a lot here.
She's gonna take it and like try to sneak it back to the cart, just like.
The other 3 are sleeping, so this is too much equipment for them to handle on their own, and they were just exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
This is a looter's
Bjorn wants to go around the tree line.
Yep.
And see if he could tell if, like, broken branches, the direction of them. And I know they said they went to the northwest, but he wants to see if he can tell in which direction they came from.
Okay. I will take a track roll.
That ain't the best, but we're going to try anyway.
Did you want to try and find the tracks of where he originally saw them at the makeshift altar?
No, I think he just wants to see what direction they came from.
Okay.
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
No, you know what? I'm going to spend the 4 luck points to make that a regular success.
Okay. So I'm moving you guys over to the map. You guys are currently here. Actually, give me 1 second here. I have a couple things on the GM layer that I can now show you. So the red circles, so that is, the first circle here is where you guys spent your first night, and that's where the trench was, where Aronson fell in and got hurt. So you guys traveled up to here today. So this is where this camp is.
We made good progress.
Yeah, it's kind of it's actually would be, I think, a little bit more here. I think I might have screwed that up. Just let me move both them right about here. So the farm where you guys are is over here. So if the lady and the thralls were heading northeast, that's still technically on the same line as where you guys were following this line here. So they'd probably meet up. You'd be able to figure out, like, maybe around here is where the original tracks were. So from where you are, you would realize that for where Einar said he saw them come from would be almost straight west of you. But definitely heading up northeast this direction.
And did he say how long ago?
For them, they were attacked 2 nights ago, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
So they were attacked 2 nights ago. So they've been pretty much just like on adrenaline and staying awake for 2 nights. Yep. So pretty much right when you guys stayed overnight in Valsey, and then you guys went and saw the sinkhole, and then your night last night. So they were attacked when the ground opened up for you guys. Well, pretty much the night you heard all the screaming and howling at night in the fog, that's when they were attacked.
Now it makes sense.
Yep.
All coming together.
Yes. It has been a struggle trying to get dates right. So, yes.
I mean, you're not Zion. You should have the time down.
I should. I have a lot of games going, guys.
No excuses.
All right.
So your tracking roll, you would definitely find more tracks to the west, and then depending on how far you go out, more to the northeast, but only a few. Most of the tracks were coming from straight north, because that's where most of the hunting grounds are, and some south.
Okay. Well, I think after we help these gentlemen, we best be going, because they seem to be at least 2 days ahead of us, and that is not good.
At some point, the boy's just going to go, so we have a couple options. What are we going to do? Are we going to track the one that's of these creatures that's left alive? Do we keep following the path that we were on before? But since it's gone, should we go home and report? We do have
we
more
can
questions
send
than answers.
we can send them back to report. They got plenty to report themselves. We can give them our information while we keep tracking.
Well, Leif did tell us to be back in a week. So we're on day 2. It's going to be at least 3 days to get home.
I mean, I think we keep tracking the big thing because there's already people looking for these creatures. And I mean, if we don't make it home in time, what's really going to happen? I think the fate of whatever this is bigger than making Leif happy.
Well, Aronson
Leif
needs at
won't do
least a
shit.
week. Aronson needs at least a week to recover. I've seen people get crushed before. I know that. He's really in no condition to travel with us.
Well, then he'll have to go back because we don't. I'm not sure we have a week to spare.
We don't have a minute to spare.
Do we even know that this is what he said happened actually happened? Yeah, we saw the weird, it was like a deformed deer.
Reindeer? Yeah. The boy's going to point to the other 7 that have been burned.
Okay, deformed hurt. Still, he's like looking over at the tents. Some of those look like they were done with a blade. I don't think I've seen a deer hold a sword before.
You're gonna.
Could I roll insight? Could I roll insight to see how much if I think they've missed anything or left anything out?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, that's about as big a failure as you could ever get. I have no
I wanna
idea. I'm
roll
sure they're
insight
telling you.
too.
Even if we were to play Loki's advocate and say it was real, it did this to what? 21 people?
Yeah, we need an army.
Imagine the songs they would sing of us if we got rid of them, though.
Well, one of us got hurt for falling. We haven't really had to come across anything yet, so...
That's just because he's clumsy.
I mean, I don't want to die, but
I don't want that. I don't want that in the song.
Yeah, I still think that we should keep tracking the big thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, I gotta go where Skelli goes, so
Damn
I'll
right.
get some more arrows, I guess.
If you get me some, like I'm doing anything from back here.
There's not
Start
much
whittling.
waiting
You
for
can
me
keep
at
an eye.
home.
You can keep an eye on our backside. Make sure no one sneaks up on us.
All right. Well,
Can I even use a bow?
you
Is there a
can. You
default
just
for
won't
that?
be. It's pretty much just not really a default. You just don't have like the proficiency to use it. So it's just a standard, like 5%, I believe. If you're not
No, it
proficient.
doesn't say.
I
I
can't
think
remember.
mine was a 10.
I think it might be a 10.
without any
Yes.
other- Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
do you have a bow?
weapon-wise,
Because I'll give you my bow if you don't have one to stay in the back of the cart.
there's lots of extras here. So
Yeah,
if you need anything, there's bearskin fur. There's a couple warhammers, wooden shields. There's some breastplates, extra bed rolls. You have leather armor. You have definitely some like winter gear. There's 2 great axes, a lot of hand axes. It's mostly there's not a lot of swords here. They don't use a lot of swords, so it's mostly spears, axes, bows, and arrows.
I'll take a couple spears.
I mean, I'll take a bow and arrow if that's an option. I have a bit of skill in ranged weapon.
Most of these are going to be longbows, I believe.
Okay. Do we have the stats on what that means? Numbers. So it was maybe in one of
It'll be
these things
on-
you've sent me.
Yep, should be.
It's 1d6 plus 1. Or sorry, 1d6 plus half damage bonus.
That seems really low.
Yeah, that's about average. Most things are a 1d6.
Well, with having that range might be handy.
Yeah, great axe is only 1d8 plus damage bonus. The hand axe is 1d6 plus half your damage bonus.
Really? Because I have a hand axe that's a 1d6 plus 1 plus damage bonus.
It all depends on your skill level.
Yeah, that's what mine is. 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shield does 2d4 plus damage bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, so does mine.
Yep. I'm also the character. No, I'm using 7th edition. So yeah, I don't know. The character sheets that I have for these guys, the spear's a 1d8 plus damage, but the throne is 1d8 plus half. But their damage bonus is, well, some of these guys are none, but some's a 1d4. But
How do I find damage bonus?
It's at the very,
It is
very
down
bottom.
on the
bottom
lower right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damage
yep, 0. Hey.
It's based on your size, I think.
Yes, it's based on your size.
Mine's
A
0.
completely random thing.
Yep. But it's also like
Mario.
minus his age too, because Mara's older.
Did you say you were going to do roll a die and then roll another die to see where you stayed back with the cart? No? Or am I hearing things?
What?
No, to Mario.
Oh, what was the
Like
question?
at the very start of the not combat, you said you were going to roll something to see whether you stayed back with the cart.
Oh yeah, that was just when the cart stopped. I couldn't decide if I wanted to stop or not.
Yeah, when it's covered in mud.
I just found it really ironic that you chose to roll twice and see if the second one was lower, because that is basically just 50-50.
No, I only rolled once. I just gave myself a 75% chance of continuing forward.
Ah, I misheard you.
Yeah, the first roll of the first D10 was a 7. That meant it was a 50-50 after that.
It changes things. I thought you were rolling twice two 100s.
No.
Because that's really funny, because that is essentially a 50-50 chance.
50-50. I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a 0.495.
All right. So we're going to say probably close to 3 o'clock by the time you guys get everything organized, set up, loot whatever you want. Skelli and Genya, going through everything here, you find no money.
I'll be right back, Brandon. Sorry.
Yep,
I'll be one
you're
moment.
fine. There's no money, no... You're going to find like a few, like maybe locks of hair from loved ones. These guys came out to hunt. Whatever they have extra is they didn't really bring any personal items.
Mm.
This is just hunting gear. Yeah. Most people just come for hunting. They don't really do a lot of extra shit. But there's lots of things like currently being hung for like tanning, and there's a lot of stuff that's probably not going to be used for a while. So if you need any like pelts to keep warm, even though it's nice and warm now, at night you never know. You've still seen snow on occasion. So currently you're in mud. So if you guys are going to keep tracking, so you're going to follow the line that you can't see anymore, correct? That's what we decided?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So you're tracking the chain, not the creatures. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's do a quick break then and come back and leave these 3 poor bastards alone and start going northeast again then.
Well, I thought we were waiting until they'd gotten up again. Or were we just leaving them while they're resting?
That's up to you guys. Did you want to stay a night here?
Nah, we got to look after them. We've said we would. We're not going to leave.
Okay. So we're going to do a night here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's That'll change things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, go to sleep, bye.
Okay.
Go sleep,
Right,
we'll
right,
take
right.
watch.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Doesn't
You're doing
take watch.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So we'll do the overnight then. Okay, perfect. But we'll go for break and then we'll come back then.
Right.
I forgot you guys were doing the watch for them. Right. All right. So we are in the middle of doing a watch while these guys rest, or at least attempt to rest. You guys would definitely notice that Keitel definitely is laying there, but you don't hear him snoring like you do Einar, and Leif is pretty much just took him a while to settle down. He kept like looking at you guys, looking at everything, looking at what you guys are doing. He's definitely like the young, I need to prove myself and stay awake because the older guys are hurt and injured. You'd be able to tell Leif is pretty much like the one that's been doing most things around here. But because he's young and dumb, he's got a little bit more energy than the rest. So, is there anything you guys want to do while you take watch for the night? Because I assume you guys are going to stay here till morning. Is there anything specific you each want to do?
I don't think so. Like I already said what I was doing, spending the
Okay.
repairing and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Aronson will probably see if he can get someone else to grab him some things from the
The boy would
extra
definitely
stuff.
be keeping busy because this is a little bit more like something he knows what to do is help.
Great. I'll see if he can. I'll try and persuade the boy then to grab Aronson, a shield and a bow. Just the thought of lay the shield down on top of it, maybe when we're in the cart.
Just in case. Yep.
Don't want a polar bear to attack.
A polar bear. Yeah, this time of year down here. Very rare. But yeah, you definitely notice a few more of these spears that you created a while ago. They have a few left. Perfect. So is anyone else doing any more scouting or walking around at night? Or are you staying near the fire with the dwindling supply of wood?
No, I think Bjorn would actually go up to try to find more wood for them, so that way they don't have to.
Okay.
If they stay
where you currently are is pretty much just shrubs. There's not a lot of trees out where you currently are. You'd be able to tell that most of the wood that they're using are the remains of a couple wagons that they have destroyed and started to burn.
Okay, so can I see any tree lines? If so, how
Tree
close?
lines where you currently are at least 2 days away.
Oh,
yeah, your open field with just shrubs. Greenland did not have many forests. Most of your wood is shipped in.
That's true.
Yeah. Wood is a scarce commodity.
Something that Skelli would like to do, would we think she would have as being who she is, maybe like some kind of history book or something like that based on how she had been over in the European world. Basically, what she's trying to do is she wants to read the history and see if she can figure out exactly where the boy came from and who his father might be.
Okay. In this time period, books are maybe out of all the people that you know and have, you might have 3 books between the 5,000 people here. Books at this time period are extremely non-existent unless you are extremely well-learned and rich. The only books you know are Father Adam's Bible, and he's got like a lot of parchment that he writes on, but no really main books. Most are memory and stories.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to say, because your background, I'm probably going to say you have some sort of small notebook.
Okay.
But it's like maybe... It's not like the best condition, and this is probably your most prized possession.
Yeah. Just...
Yeah.
She'll be just kind of flipping through that and trying to like go back and see if she can kind of put some pieces together.
Okay. Are you doing this out of view of people, or at what point are you going to do this?
Yeah, probably when she's trying to rest, she'll probably go into one of the shredded tents and try to just be on her own and just kind of try to read through all of that.
Okay. Would you also bring out your lovely new jade disc that you found?
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you focus more on, the notebook or the jade disc? Or are you going to like hold one and read the other?
I keep muting myself.
You're good.
Okay, she probably would be focusing more on her notebook for right now because what her conversation with the boy is kind of still fresh in her mind. So while she's still got that in her head, she's going to try and see if she can kind of connect some dots.
Okay. Can I have everyone just roll me a spot hidden, please?
Ominous.
Except for Skelli.
Oh.
No, this is to see if they can see you and what you're doing, my dear.
Oh, I was going to say, I can
Bearing in mind that my spot hidden is 85, I failed.
Jeez. I got a hard success.
Yeah, and Bjorn got a...
Okay.
And the Bjorn also failed.
Okay. So our Valaars, I think, are the only ones who do like to pay attention to a lot of things that are going on. At some point, you do see Skelli just go off on her own inside one of the not as damaged tents. That's all I'm going to say. With your... So, Genya, did you get a hard success or extreme success?
Yes. Hard.
Hard success. You definitely would have maybe got a glint of some sort of reflection at some point. That's about it, though. Can I have from Skelli, give me a lovely... Let's go either education or... There's no good history roll, but I would also take a religion roll.
All right, let's go education because I got an extreme success, 13 under 14.
Ooh.
For
13
extreme.
13 under 14?
My 13 under 70, but 14 was my extreme.
Understood. Thank
I
you.
was like, I don't think that's extreme.
You haven't... No, I was more worried about the 14 education.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
70 education. I got a 13 and 14 is the extreme.
Okay. Now, you are... This is like still new for you. Give 1 sec. I need to bring up the character sheet. Where were you originally from? Was it Iceland?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you haven't spent a lot of time out east, but you were there for, I think Leif was there for like 6 to 8 months. I can't remember exactly, but he was there for a while, so you would have learned a little bit. This is when you first started to learn how to read, though, so that there's not a lot of original notes because you probably just started writing very soon after you met Father Adam, because he would have been the one to give you the paper and keep your journals.
Yeah.
I'm going to say most of this is going to be from memory, what you would have written down. You didn't really go too far, but I'm going to let you give me a... So you had a hard success.
Extreme success.
Extreme success. I'm going to let you tell me what you think you would have learned in that time.
I think, let's see, based on my backstory, I think I would have at least known the, so I was a spy for, who the fuck is Olaf?
Bring up your character.
He's a snowman.
Oh,
Yes. So
yeah, I was a spy for
Leif was baptized by King Olaf Erikson.
Yes,
Okay.
and I was a spy for him against
Yes.
those who opposed him. So I
So you were
was a spy
brought
against.
into... Okay. Give me 1 sec here to bring up my backstory for King Olaf. So he's from Norway. And you learned that the boy is Danish?
Danish, yeah. So and
You
it's
probably would have learned a little bit from Olaf, mainly because he would have helped bring you and Leif into Christianity. So you would have probably been shown a few history books probably back then. So he is the first to build a Christian church in Norway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that you probably were there. There is a statue dedicated to him in the actual city's central plaza. Now, anyway, born in Norway, to Mark. Okay, he did marry a Dane. He married a Danish princess. She is the wife of both King Olaf I and of another prince of Sweden. So I'm going to say you probably know a little bit, but you definitely know that the Danes also they would have had people present for definitely some of the people being baptized that day.
Okay.
So with an extreme success, give me 1 second here. I need to find a king. Who's the father? Sorry, guys.
I love that you're keeping this historically accurate.
I have to. I have
I
it
love
somewhere
it.
here.
I mean, I don't know if you really
There it
have to.
Okay. You would know then, with an extreme success, that you also met another... You would have met the King of Denmark, Sven Forkbeard.
Okay.
Who was
Love
the
that last name.
predecessor? Yeah. who took over for his father, Harold Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Yes.
Yes, and that is actually what Bluetooth is named after. Is named after him.
Yes.
And his
I
uncle
know
John
that.
Wi-Fi.
The boy's name is really Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi
So,
Bluetooth.
with an extreme success, you probably would have remembered learning that Olaf was also starting to convert the Danes. And that there was a lot of kings there that brought a lot of their family. That's all I'm going to give you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm cracking the mystery.
Entering the Mind Palace.
Yes. But fingering your lovely new item that you found,
Mm-hmm.
you drift off while you're reading. And this is more of a, you find something you scribbled and then you just like go into your mind palace and remember and start re-going through everything that happened during that time when you were there. So this is more you put the book down and start fingering and holding the jade disc more and like just start like holding on to it and like almost polishing it over and over and over. You don't even realize what's happening.
Like
You really got to
finger.
stop saying fingering.
Sorry.
Fingering the jade set.
You are. And as you like hold it and almost like polishing it, this is when all the voices start to come back into your head. And it's almost like you're starting to listen and it's helping you remember.
Yeah.
And Mario, she got a magic item while you were gone. It's called the Jade Disc of the Silent Court. It is from the Song Dynasty of China. It is a perfectly smooth jade disc. It's cold device and flawlessly carved. A small hole sits at its center. She realized that the symbol you guys have seen on occasion, there's dragon etches on the disc that are in that same pattern.
Okay.
And it's let her, every time she touches it, she gets calm. You guys haven't seen it yet because she did find it and steal it. She gets a little calm, and every now and then she keeps hearing whispers, and she's seen a couple things from like the past, people who held on to it.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So while she's doing that, what's the rest of you doing for the evening? Because I'm assuming this is probably right before it gets dark, so probably pushing close to 6 p.m.
I think Bjorn would just be walking the perimeter, making sure nothing is coming.
Okay.
Actually doing a watch.
Then I will take a listen roll, please.
Listen, roll. Okay. Is my listen? Oh, okay. Let's see. I hear nothing because I got a 58 over 33.
You hear the snoring of Enar and the crackling of fire, sir. And you guys haven't seen him move since he fell asleep. Eventually, Leif has gone down too. Heidel's still tossing and turning. We haven't really, he's gotten up, relieved himself a few times, goes back down. He doesn't seem to be able to stay asleep. And it's a little warm right now, and you guys can definitely see his breath.
I do have a question. I said I was going to be watching him pretty closely. When he relieves himself and the ground is, I assume, quite cold, does it steam or does it seem to come out icy?
Give me, if you really want to be close to him, give me a lovely spot hidden, sir.
I might fail, I might succeed. Oh my god. 87 over 85, so I fail.
I'm gonna watch you pee, kid.
Literally, he's just looking at you. You want to hold it too there, Frank? Person seems fine. So like right now, getting late, it's still like dropping down to like maybe 10. So I'm gonna say like 65, 70. So it's not cold, but his breath is coming out like it's like -2 outside. Urine seems normal. If a little too dark yellow, maybe a little bit of blood in it. That happens, being a Viking. Seems mostly
sorry,
normal.
I had just said I was going to be keeping an eye on you nice and close for everyone's protection, so I'm just over here making sure that you're okay.
He just lifts his shirt up. He just pretty much goes, every time I try to sleep, Frank, I just feel his claws against me, and I wake up as soon as I fall asleep. So I don't want to sleep.
That's no good at all, but no sleeping is going to hasten your demise.
He lifts up his shirt again. It doesn't seem to be spreading right now, which is good.
I don't mean demise from that. I mean simply from not sleeping will kill you.
Yeah. He's gonna say, "Oh, I found something else that's a little weird." He just goes and grabs like a little bit of just like water. He just looks at you and goes, "Watch, Frank." He drinks it, and then you see it kind of like where all the claws are start going through his stomach. That ain't normal, right, Frank?
No, that's not normal at all. Obviously, there's not too many people I've met with ice all over them, but I'm seeing all sorts of strange things in the world, and at the moment you seem in your right mind, as far as can be expected anyway.
I'm also not warm, Frank. I haven't been able to get warm yet.
And yet you're not shivering at all, so maybe you're not needing to be warm anymore. You're like a lizard of some sort.
A lizard.
Well, one other thing, Frank. What does this mean? You're gonna see him like pull up a dagger and just cut himself a little. There's no blood, sir.
Well, my medical opinion is that you're proper fucked.
Right.
I'm not sure how helpful that opinion is at all, though.
You can see like a little bit of like a heartbeat because like he's pretty much like crystal clear, pure blue ice. You can see right through it. The claw marks are like right across him. Yeah, he just goes, "You got me, Frank. This is fucked. Should I go back? Is this going to spread? Am I going to turn into some sort of creature? What should I do?" Other than
it seems inevitable you're going to turn into some sort of a creature, but if you're not sleeping because of some sort of a nightmare feeling, I think you just got to face that fear, and I'll stay by your side just so you'll know that at least if anything's coming for you, I'm here to protect you.
I don't suppose you'd rather just knock me out and get a good sleep?
I certainly couldn't do that because you know I'm not strong enough for that.
Fine. Well, as long as if you don't have anything, that's fine. He just wanders away. You can tell he's like, I'm trying to sleep. Nothing's working.
He wants to go over to Genya because I think she's quite strong, right?
Okay.
And he's just is she asleep or awake? I think still awake.
Yeah, she's still awake. She gave up trying to track anything because the last couple times she just saw a ton of tracks and she was like, "Yeah, fuck that." So yeah, she's sitting by the fire, just cleaning her
See,
weapons and stuff.
Frank's just going to whisper to us so he's not overheard and say, Iceman over there needs to be knocked the fuck out for his own good. You reckon you could sneak up on him and do that while I'm talking to him the other way?
Oh
he
yeah.
kind of asked me to do it, but it's not really my thing. I can fix people. I'm not so good at knocking them unconscious.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
So he's just going to walk over and sort of just start randomly chatting, just telling some stories about what they've been through to distract.
Perfect. What does a hard success from the boy get on an insight check when you say that, Frank? That you're not good at knocking people out.
That it was true. It's not his thing. He's good at... He's not an anesthetist. He doesn't have that skill.
Okay, perfect.
So, is non-lethal damage a thing in Cthulhu?
Yes, you can pretty much just do like bludgeoning damage. Like he wants this to happen, so if he sees you coming up, he's just gonna like immediately just go just right here,
Oh,
nice
okay,
and hard.
Cool.
He usually gives me 2 to 3 hours out.
Okay, yeah, I will use
Give
like
me a
the
brawl roll with
Yeah,
advantage.
I'll flip my dagger backwards and just
Yep.
hit him with the. My cat is
Perfect.
yelling at me. I'm sorry.
I can hear that. That's fine.
Sounds good.
Oh my god! You said with advantage.
Yep.
Where's here? Oh wait, I didn't roll the. Okay, well, okay, I rolled. I rolled both of my dice twice. However, my brawl is 90. I rolled a 91 and a 99.
No way.
So
That's
even with rolling
amazing.
the 10 like twice, it's a fail either way. And I'll say, "Oh shit," and I'll just do it again. Like
You kind of like miss, and he just goes, "Yeah, right."
Yeah,
Ow.
like, sorry. And then can I just try to like choke him out?
Sure. And he's just gonna go, "Oh, let's do."
That's a 28. 28 under 90. Shut up.
Okay. Choking him out will do it. Back on the head will make him sleep a little longer. But yeah, within probably 2 minutes longer than it should take, you do knock this guy out.
Just like, shit, I'm sorry. I think I need some mead. It's been a while since I've had a good mead.
It's probably the cheap wine that did it.
Yeah.
You suddenly hear the snoring of Einar stop, and he just like goes, "Next time use a rock." And then he goes back to snoring.
I'm guessing they've done this before. Here was me thinking we needed to be a bit subtle about it.
Yeah, lesson learned. Use a larger object, not a pointy one.
Can everyone give me an insight roll, please?
That's a 91 over 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 32 over 5.
Oh, I got a 51 under 55.
I got a 77 over 5.
That's what you don't use.
And
at an 8
Aronson.
over 5.
Okay. So one of you succeeded?
Yep.
Yeah.
To be fair, at this point, I think Aronson's asleep.
Okay. I'm good with that. The boy's even rolling terrible. That was a 91 for him. Our one success. You guys have seen some shit lately, but not too terrible. Odd, yes. The only really terrible thing was when you first met Hala, and her grandmother and murdered the entire farm. These guys lost companions. They've seen some shit. They're on the edge. They are pretty much down to... They're like down to 1 or 2 sanity each. They're almost gone in the head. These guys are seasoned veterans, except for the child, but they are on the ragged edge of losing it.
Well, all we can do is what we're doing, which is try and help.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Well, thankfully I rolled terrible for the rest of the evening, so unless there's anything else you guys want to do, you can have a lovely long rest, even though it's a little different. I will take in the morning another medicine roll from Frank on Aronson.
Well, I'm glad I just used up my 91
Okay.
and got a regular success.
Okay. He is not doing the best, but he's kind of on the mend. Staying in the cart and not doing anything has definitely helped fix a few things. And with another, I will take another first aid roll to see if we can get him another hit point back.
Ooh, again, only a regular success.
Okay. That's enough with time and not moving to give you 1 more hit point back, Aronson.
Nice.
What do we get? How do long rests work?
They don't. You just go to bed. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yep, nothing else. Unless you're injured, that's the only thing you gain back is a hit point a day, as long as you don't do anything.
Okay.
But you also still need to pass the first aid or medicine roll to make sure that you still are healing and everything is doing okay. So you staying in the cart made it so you got a hit point back. That was the good call. So you should be only down, I think, 1 or 2 now?
Yeah, only down 2.
Yeah, you're still, like, even when you get back to full health, you're still going to need, like, a week of rest to let all the broken shit heal. That's still going to take a while. But you're stable enough that you're not going to damage yourself doing anything. That's the main point. So, you guys would also notice that Einar, pretty much, he was 14 hours just gone. He didn't move much. Relieved himself probably once. The boy was up and down a little bit. Like, he'd look at you guys, do a little watch, and then sleep for 3 hours, get back up, do the same thing. Keitel, choking him out kind of did help. He probably had 3 or 4 good hours before he immediately just jumped up screaming and, like, weapons drawn, ran out, looked around, then immediately just went, fuck. Hit me again.
I'll do it.
He can't sleep without being knocked out currently. So, like,
Guy's
all
got
night
finish.
long. Yeah. He's pretty much just like, as soon as he gets conscious, that same thing keeps coming back and he's slowly getting worse. Come morning, you guys probably had to hit him 3 or 4 times in the night to get him knocked out again. He ain't looking that great, but thankfully the whatever happened to him isn't spreading. And because I rolled good on his con save.
Is that counterproductive for him? Like, does that damage him physically while he's healing mentally?
Well, it's letting the body rest, which is what he needs.
Okay.
Yeah, more than anything, the body eventually will just shut down. He's still getting, like, sleep, but not great sleep. But it's still, it'll get him through the day.
Okay.
By the time you all wake up early in the morning, thankfully nothing happened during the night. But I will take 1 listen roll from everybody for the evening.
Just made a regular success.
Okay.
Yep, regular success for me.
Hard success.
Had to fail.
Okay. I got another hard success from the boy. So, Genya, at some point in the night, far off, like quite a ways away, in the direction you're heading, that same keening sound you guys heard, I think, 2 nights ago, when the fog came in, you heard it again, but it was distant this time. Didn't last the full 20 minutes, maybe 5, but it was definitely in the area you guys are going.
Excellent.
And with a hard success, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, that's all I heard. With a hard success. I was hoping for one extreme, but nope. So, these guys look a little better in the morning. They are definitely to the point where they can ride. I'm going to put you back on the map here for a sec. By the time Einar's had a good rest and he realizes that Keitel's not doing that great and Luf's just pretty much just like wandering around, just looking busy. Einar just looks at everybody, nods at Frank. Frank, you do good work.
What's your plan? What's your plan? I'm not for thinking you should be with us. I think you should head back to comparative safety back at town.
Well, my home's still a week away from here. I'm from Sandys. He's from the northernmost western settlement. Luf there, he's from Harkenfell. Harkenfell is down here.
Well,
So one
you
of
should
us
be
is
heading
from the middle.
towards the closest safety and then recover.
Yeah. He's just gonna look and go, I'm pretty sure Eric doesn't want more Christians, right?
Eric is kind of a bit Christian himself these days.
You get a little... None of them believe that.
Well, it's true. I'm not a fan of it myself, but Skelly's one, and she can attest to it.
I can back it up as well.
He might be thinking Leif, not
Wait,
Eric.
Leif,
Eric
yeah.
Eric is not a Christian.
I swear you told me Eric was.
Leif is his son. Eric is full-blown Viking and is tolerating Christians. His wife is a Christian, but only his wife and Leif. The rest are all still considered pagans. Eric does not turn Christian at all.
Okay, my bad. Then I wouldn't have said what I said then, in that case.
That's okay. I'm going to say you probably meant Leif, but that's fine.
Yep, sure.
And they just look and go, it is close, but I think we're going to stay here for a couple more days while we recover before we go anywhere. The horses seem fine. As long as nothing else comes here, I think we will be okay. What are you off to, though? You're not tracking that creature, are you? You don't have a death wish.
We kind of do. We can't just let it take over everything and kill every path. Somebody's got to try and stop it.
Yes. Go home, get more, then hunt. I don't think you are enough, even for one. One of you looks like you can't even raise a sword. 2 of you look like you should not even try. That leaves 2 of you that are maybe useful.
I mean, we made it this far.
Have you, though?
Well, do you not see us?
You're not part of my tribe. But all I can say is luck. Take what you need. We can't carry it all. And then he's going to look and go, "You already have. Never mind." Where are you headed?
She'll tell them to go back to town and tell Leif that Skelli sent them and let them know that they need help finding this last thing.
Kaido will just look at you and go, I'll tell him, Les. I'm pretty sure he'll punch me for leaving you on your own, but I can deal with that.
No, he wouldn't. I'd punch him.
Einar is just looking at Leif and Kaido's just... He doesn't know if he should bring whatever he's turning into to a group of people or not.
If he turns into something, just murder him. Like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Einar just says, "Yeah, I'm thinking it should just happen anyway, but I don't know if you'd learn anything from whatever else can go on. Maybe I'll just have them chain me up when I get there." That's what I've been thinking here anyway.
Maybe this will happen to somebody else, and at least if you're cooperating with the whole situation, it means somebody can pay attention to you and make sure it's not getting worse and know what to do for next time.
We can hope, Frank. Anyway, luck. Take a 10 if you want.
Luck to you too.
Wait. He just goes back. All right. Can I please have who's ever in the lead a track roll as you guys all head northeast? Or navigate. Navigate or track. I'll take either.
Who is in the lead?
Not me.
It's usually the Valaars lately.
Yep.
I will take a navigate or track roll from you two, please. Or one of you with advantage.
What's yours look like?
My navigate's 45.
Okay, mine's 48. My track is like 10.
Yeah, my track is only 19.
Yeah, you're just raiders and pirates. You don't track a lot.
Yes. Well,
I got a regular. Nope, go ahead.
I would say same regular success. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, two
So
regular
did I.
successes. Okay. You definitely know which way is northeast. We're gonna go with that. And you guys start heading more that way. So you guys would know that within another day, you are going to be in territory that no one really has traversed too much because there's not a lot out there. You're on the outskirts of where all the farms are. So you are getting into pretty much unexplored territory and the unknown. Most are like within 3 to 4 days of Leaf. That's only your hunting. So the hunters that you just left, you could have asked what's out there, but you didn't. So for you guys, this is going to be new unexplored territory. So what you see in front of you are mountains in the distance. So you're still at least 4 or 5 days away from the nearest mountains. Like the map itself isn't perfectly to scale. I think Greenland would be actually like... To go from one side to the other, I think, top to bottom's like 3 weeks. But once you hit the snow, you really don't have a lot of gear for traversing snow-covered mountains. So you have maybe 3 to 4 days max before you're going to hit terrain that you will not be able to do anything in, even though it is May. It's just too cold the more north you go, and there's really nothing survivable up there that you know of. So, you guys start making your way northeast on a trail that you can no longer see. You don't see that line anymore. There's no chain indentation in the ground. You just have a heading.
As long as we follow the heading, I guess that's okay.
Yeah. So, is there anything you guys want to discuss while you start traveling? That's up to you. You'd be able to tell the boy does not want to go, but he has to because he's been told to stay with Skelli.
Did we do the right thing leaving those guys behind? Can't help but thinking they'll all be dead within a day or two. But we probably can't be having any drags on us holding us back either.
Well, they also said that there were so many things that attacked them that even with us, we weren't enough. That they needed an army. Okay.
Well, I mean, if we end up against that many of them ourselves, I think we have no chance, but we can only hope that that's not the case.
Did you say that those noises that I heard? So we're following the path of the chain, but the noises that I heard were coming from that direction too.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it sounds like either option is going the same way, regardless. But those guys seemed like they were also a little worse for wear, at least. I guess mentally and physically than we are, and just think of all the tales that will be told of us when we defeat these creatures.
Aye, well, there's got to be some benefit to all this. There's no point wondering about F. We have to say when.
Exactly. And Genya's gonna start trying to sing, to come up with some sort of saga tale song of the adventurers that slayed these windwalkers. And yeah, I am personally not that creative, but Jenny is gonna try to she'll just be trying to sing a song the bards will sing of this.
Okay. So you're in the middle of just composing yourself a little sonnet or song or Viking tale.
Yeah, a song about us kicking butt.
Yes. Okay. Then give me just a standard education roll, please.
And I think as she's coming up with the lyrics and stuff, Bjorn says, you need to have a little more of that cheap wine.
Can you do better? If you can do better, feel free to add on verses. I got a 46 under 55. So a regular.
This is new. You've never really tried this before, but it sounds good in your own head.
Yeah. Please feel free
exactly
to add them
in her own head.
It's more of a this is what happened kind of thing instead of a song, but she's getting there.
Never said music was my strong suit.
No, she's used to doing reports. This is more of a report with a little song in the background.
There once was a crew who sailed the sea to find the stuff that was blacky. That's about the best I got.
Yep. In the cart for Skelli the boy, and Aronson now. Aronson, you're going to start to notice that the boy and Skelli have quite a few conversations that don't really mean anything to you. From time to time, they ask each other questions, and on occasion, they switch to Latin.
Yeah.
Skelly's not the best at Latin yet, but she's working on it.
Trying my hardest.
Yes. Most of their conversations is about scripture while they're going.
You almost listen at first, and then very quickly get bored of it. Seeing how much a good night's sleep did him, he'd probably just try and see if he can sleep through it.
Okay. I'm also going to say that you guys probably took a couple extra horses, so I'll say you have an extra pack horse and another horse for if Aronson gets better. Because they had
Fair
extras.
enough.
Yeah. Perfect.
And we took enough food to feed them, right?
Most of it's just going to be grazing than anything. There's not a lot of, like, you're in the middle of just starting to farm. You will have, like, mostly food for you guys. The horses are going to get by with what they can scrounge on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're not going to be the best condition, but serviceable. There's enough like shrubs mostly to keep these guys. They just tear them apart. Like, I think they had roughly a couple thousand horses, so they would have had enough to keep them going. So I'm going to say you have enough to keep them going for now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Can I please have, as you guys are all going, I would love some spot hidden rolls from everyone, or listen rolls along your journey.
Regular success.
Okay.
Yep.
Same.
So regular for me.
No.
Ooh. One sec, I gotta bring up the boys' stats here.
With a 94, I'm saying Bjorn briefly succeeds in going to sleep.
Where'd I stick his character sheet? There it is. I rolled a 20. Under 55 or 60. We got a okay, pretty good. Yeah. Okay. 20 under 60 is a hard success, I think. Yes. Okay. The boy at some point in time just says Skelli. You remember that cracking we heard before the trench came and everyone fell into the water?
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard another one in the distance.
Sweet.
And as he says that, you guys just hear like a small echo of a massive crack.
Well, I'm glad we weren't in that one.
And from here, maybe 2 days, 3 days max, you see the top of the nearest mountain from all of you crack and fall.
What?
Oh
my god.
And just over the next hour, you see snow, rock, rain, and I will take a... Let's do... What would be the best thing? Let's do a natural world roll or a luck roll. Or education.
Let's do it.
Well, I got a 97, so I don't think it matters what my stat is.
Yeah, I got a 73. That's higher than everything.
I got a hard success.
Okay.
I failed.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's a regular success.
Okay. So a hard success, regular success, no extreme success. And no critical success. Okay. Hard success. A regular success, this maybe... It's weird. You're not too sure exactly why this would happen. A hard success. The crack you heard, and what you can see in the distance, because it's so far ahead, it's still a mountain. This, from where you are, normally when you see like a iceberg crack, it just like falls down, You get part of it. You don't get the entire thing. You get just a little chunk. Kind of like you guys would know what an avalanche is. You've probably seen a few from time to time, more in Iceland when you were younger. Frank, you've probably seen a little bit more of them, even though you've probably forgotten more about them now.
Mhm.
This is a lot different. And you think back a couple days ago to when you saw the hole. This is like something pulled the top of the mountain off, and it didn't fall. This is massive. The chunk that is in the middle of falling, and it's almost as if something picked it up and threw it. And after 5 to 10 minutes, you feel the ground shake. And all around you, cracks just start to appear. And this part here, let me put a lovely... This whole side cracks and falls into the water. And even from here, you guys can smell pretty much the same smell that you smelled inside the hut with Solvig. Rot.
Well, I'm maybe we should just go back to town. I don't think we need to go to war. It's just a natural phenomenon, right?
See, that's what we've been telling you from the start.
This shakes the ground for an hour as this whole thing keeps falling and end over end and end over end.
I mean, we know what an earthquake is, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's totally all that was. It couldn't be anything else.
Earthquake, avalanche, and it's far away, it's fuzzy. Who knows what really happened?
After all the dust and snow and ground stop shaking, can I have a listen roll, please? As
oh my
everything
friggin' God.
goes absolute
Nope.
still and quiet.
A 93.
Yeah, yours likes 9s, like mine likes 7s. Like that was a 74.
Yeah, what is going on today?
Yeah.
I got a regular success.
I got a critical success on the boy. You all hear the boy scream, and you see his hands go to his ears. And I need to do a sanity roll again. He doesn't have much sanity, but he does get a regular success.
Too young with the actual hearing range.
Yes, but this is a D8 for sanity loss for him.
God.
But
Ouch.
thankfully, I only rolled a 4 and not a 5. Okay. Over the next 5 minutes, his ears start to bleed, his nose starts to bleed, and he just keeps saying, "It won't stop, make it stop." And like he's on the ground convulsing.
Do you want me to knock him out?
Does Skelly know what? I mean, she just got a regular success. Does she know what he's?
With a regular success, you hear a chain rattle.
Okay.
Off in the distance.
Bjorn's going to look at Frank and point at the boy and say, "This is why we have to keep going."
Aye, I know we do. For the love of God, knock the bastard out.
Frank, I will take either a medicine or religion roll. Skelly, I'll take a religion roll.
Genya is walking over, preparing to knock him out, but we'll look at Skelly first for permission.
I got a regular
I
medicine.
got extreme success.
Ooh, okay. This will tell two of you things different. Frank, to you, he's having a fit. Knocking him out is probably not the smartest thing to do. This is like a small seizure. That's what you're seeing and hearing.
Okay, maybe then I wouldn't have said that. I would be rushing over and just trying to grab hold of him to stop him from hurting himself.
Skelly, to you, he's slowly being possessed by something. Something's trying to get in.
She's just going to stand over him and try to do her version of an exorcism.
Okay.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you, or whatever, and throwing water on him or something. She's still new at it, but...
Okay. Give me another religion roll then, please. To see if you can think of anything that will work.
Oh, that's even better. Another extreme success.
Another extreme success.
Good time to get that, I think.
I rolled a 7 and then I rolled a 4.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Please send your dice to Australia.
Okay.
I could hear in Arizona too.
Right? I'm 10 minutes away. Can I have them?
I'm sending you something.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. Maybe.
I don't know how long we have left, but I've just changed dice because I'm fed up with those ones.
That's
me down.
Whatever's happening to him, you see him almost instinctively, even though this is happening to him, covers his hands in his own blood, like he's in the middle of having a fit, but he starts to try and draw symbols in the dirt. You would know he's trying to do the exact same protection spell that you saw Halma do when she was under the bed.
All right, yeah.
And you would know that the prayer that I just sent you is the exact same thing she kept doing over and over and over and over in her own blood. He seems to be having the same fit that she had.
Okay, she's just going to start. Lord God Almighty, who watches when we wake and when we sleep, stretch forth thy hand over thy servant. Turn away the snares of the enemy, still the terrors of the night, and keep far from us all harm of body and soul. Let thy holy angels stand guard around us, that we may rise in safety and give thanks to thy name, through Christ our Lord. Amen. And she'll just keep saying that, and then she'll try to help me, and she'll try to get everyone. I don't care if you don't believe, just say it.
Jenny is looking at you like you've grown a third eye in the middle of your forehead and is just backing away, almost terrified.
He's being possessed.
Because I said Frank was holding on to the kid, I feel like he is going to start repeating it, even though he's going to hate every second that he does it. But he feel like he's going to kind of get swept up in it since he's right there.
Okay. Frank, can you please give me a luck roll?
Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't say religion. Let's do it. Ooh, okay, the first number's a 0, so what will the second number be? Come on, not a 0. A 1, Brandon. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Better than a 90.
Okay.
Instant dice change win.
Frank, you tell me what you would think when you immediately realize medicine is not what's going to solve this problem.
He just Frank is feeling so helpless, and he's just clinging to whatever hope exists, and that is just to mindlessly parrot whatever garbage she's saying, because obviously it can't work because it's all crap. Yep. And yet, what choice has he got right now? So he's just repeating it, and the more he does it, the more he starts to just feel it and get lost in it.
Okay. Your luck roll was to get a memory back. Tell me when you first healed someone. What happened that day?
He was on a boat, and a whale had its tail had smashed into the side of the boat and had managed to send one of the crew flying across from one side to the other, just cracking their head open and blood flowing everywhere. And he had just, I guess he might have seen someone before, but it was almost instinct that he just, managed to, wrap something around this person's head and get the blood to slow down a bit, and then just stayed by his side for ages and managed to keep this person alive. And it was just his mind, and he was only young. He was only about 20 years old. It was this sort of life-changing experience that set him on the course that he's on now.
Okay. Do you mind if I add a little bit to that?
Go for it.
With a 1 luck, you don't know whether doing that day brought you into today, but I'm going to say the person you found and helped the first time, as you were doing it, you noticed that they had a cross around their neck. It looks to be identical to the one with the boy right now. And his is glowing a little bit as you keep repeating the words that Skelli says.
And he's going to notice that, and that's just going to make him... It doesn't actually... I won't say it gives him pause, but internally it gives him a bit of pause. It's like, this couldn't be real. Couldn't it be real? But he's gonna start yelling this chant as loud as he can and start actually genuinely meaning it at this point.
Can you roll me a D8?
7.
You burn 7 magic points to heal him, sir.
I have magic points? Oh yeah.
You do.
Okay, current. I only have 7 left. That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You pull into something. And saying the words, meaning the words, truly wanting to help this person, you stabilize him, sir. But not with medicine. Nope.
Is it in any way visible what Frank has done? Is there any glow from him that flows into this cross or anything like that?
I will take spot hiddens from everybody, please.
Okay, I got an extreme success. Oh no, hard success.
Okay.
I got an extreme success.
Okay. Regular.
I failed.
What? You were in the car, weren't you? Meaning, if you just fallen out the car, he'd be in front.
Yeah.
Emerson got an extreme success, but I'm trying to figure out how on earth he would have spotted anything. He's facing the wrong way.
You're healed enough that you could probably move. I'm good with that. You would have seen the boy have a fit and probably would have been a little bit worried too. I'm good with that. Yeah. It's not a big cart. You're biggish enough being a blacksmith. You just all notice, like, Frank's a little different. Everybody knows that. But normally when Frank heals someone, he pulls something out. You just all notice, like, every time he speaks and, like, almost like he's doing chest compressions, but he's not. The words coming out of him are what's doing it. You notice that as soon as he starts talking, it's in a different language. You start to hear him speak in a language none of you know.
It's not the same language that these the monsters were talking, is it?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he's definitely speaking native Inuit. You guys have probably heard these Skrulligs, the natives speak. It's rare that you see them, but he's sounding identical to what they sound like. There's no real glow about him other than the fact that maybe his skin gets a little bit more like he's getting hot. He's getting more red.
Jeez, I'm glad I changed my dice.
Good timing.
Yes, very
Frank,
much.
after all this takes at least 5 minutes before the bleeding in his nose stops, his ears go. And Skelly, by the time that's happened, you think you've just witnessed a miracle from someone you would never think actually would bring one up, ever.
Yeah.
Like, you saw something different.
Yeah.
You saw him full glow. But only you.
Ooh.
Because you're the only true believer. Frank healed this boy somehow. Frank, you can add a D100 to your occult roll.
Ooh. What if that takes me over 100?
You can't go over a 99.
Then I guess I've got 99. I rolled a 70 and I already had 53.
Okay. I'm gonna hard cap you at 90.
90 it is, done. I will take that.
You opened up something. You're not too sure what yet. But anytime you need to heal someone now, if you don't have the equipment, you might not need it. You don't know how it happened, but it did. Whether or not you can do this again, but you definitely feel drained. Like you ran a marathon.
Oh, so I'm ready to go for a bit more. Okay, if it's me.
Yeah. If it's you, yes.
Frank's not me.
But, like, you don't remember, like, you remember saying you don't remember speaking in a different language. You just did what you normally did. Skelly told you to repeat the words, and you did. That's all you remember of what just happened. And can I have a sanity roll from the rest of you, please?
Yep.
I want to roll one for Frank, too. I feel like he
I'm good with
needs
that.
needs to after that.
Yeah.
And I regret it because I failed.
I'm good.
Fail.
Okay.
Does Skelly
Sounds
need to
right.
roll 1, 2?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Bjorn
And
got
what-
93 over 37.
Damn.
Oh! Oh!
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
This
So-
is not your friend.
I got a fumble.
Oh.
What?
Okay, then.
This has gone well.
Oh no.
Okay. Everyone marked down. So, whoever got a regular success loses 1 sanity. Anyone who got a hard success or over doesn't lose any sanity. Anyone who got a regular fumble loses 3 sanity. And our fumble loses 5.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
Is
we are
that-
going to start off next session with you getting a tiny little bit bout of madness.
Yes.
It's about time.
And Frank now has the ability to do a little bit of magical healing, guys.
Woo.
That's what happens when you roll good.
Even though he only has 7 power points left.
Yep,
Magic points left.
You get 1 an hour back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
Skelly's almost thinking she's seeing Christ reborn in front of her. So this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the form
How
of
the
a
hell are
skull.
Skelly? How are Skelly and how are Frank going to handle that? I have no
I
idea. And
don't know either.
we have a month to find out.
You do. Nice job, guys. That was interesting. Uh-huh.